looking to automate your workflows, scrape large amount of data, or perhaps improve the way that you work or run your business, you want to give Retriever AI a try. Today's tool is what I call a vibe automation company. This AI tool makes it really easy for you to build AI agents for different use cases that you can use in your business. Today, I will teach you how to access Retriever AI in two different ways. We'll talk about a use case where you can use it in your own Vibe code projects, whether you're using Lovable, Bolt, V0, Cursor, or whatever. And lastly, we will talk about how you can get it completely free if you bring your own AI API. But before we jump into that, we will start talking about the pricing so you can see how inexpensive it is if you decide to go with their cloud version or their paid Google Chrome extension. All right, here is the pricing page. And as you can see, you can start for free with 500 welcome bonus credits, and you get 250 credits every single month. But for most of us that we're working on different projects or we're trying to grow our business, we will probably want to be on their Pro plan, which is $29.99 per month. That's plenty for most of the users that I have seen in this channel. But if you have a lighter workload, perhaps the basic plan will do wonders for you and will allow you to automate. I assure you that after you see what we're going to be doing with this, you're going to be wanting to use this tool. So let me show you exactly how you can access Retriever in two different ways. First way that you can access Retriever AI is by using their cloud version. Cloud version is the one that they have hosted in their own servers, and you don't have to worry about anything. You have a user interface where you can enter your instructions, or you can go about different ways, and I will show you why. And you can use this. Now, there are two different ways that I will encourage you to try using Retriever AI. Number one is by describing exactly what you want, and their AI will actually build those agents for you, whether that is for scraping data or automating or any other use case. You will be able to describe it and send it, and the AI will build it for you. The second use case, or the second way that you can use Retriever AI via their cloud version, is by using one of the templates that they have already created for you. Now, the templates, they are relatively easy to use. You can pick a template. I just pick a random one, and it tells you whether or not you can use it in the cloud or via their browser extension. Most of the ones associated with social media, you will want to use the browser extension because number one, it gives you the best experience. Number two, is interacting with the browser as if it's you rather than on a cloud browser hosted somewhere else. So your account won't get banned. Now, the second way that you can use Retriever AI is by using the Chrome extension. Chrome extension can be installed in Google Chrome or any Chromium-based browser, and you just activate it by clicking on their browser extension icon, and you will see here your extension. Here we can provide instruction on exactly what to do. I have created a list of instructions to scrape employees for Google that they can find on LinkedIn. We're going to send this and we're going to let it work. It's going to start using an agentic tab, and it's going to start searching for exactly what it needs to be able to provide you the exact data that you want. As you can see right now, is searching on LinkedIn for Google. It found the company, now it's looking for the employees. If you look on the right side, you can see what it's doing, and it's actually completing actions on your behalf to be able to get the exact data that you want and need, and that you have tasked to find for you. Here we got all the data that we requested. We requested 100 employees, and we got 107. Yep, 107 since we're not counting the headings. We got their job title, their profile, URL, their name, with it in that location, but connection degree and the link. This is insane when you think about what it can do. It's actually working on the background right now. And as you can see, it continues adding more and more employees because it's working on the background while I'm looking at this Google Sheet. It continues working and finding more and more data, ensuring that it's adding as much data as possible. So using the browser extension is a way that you can scrape data from almost any social media website out there that allow you to get access to their data that you have an account for and that you can access via your browser. After this, we're going to be talking about how you can use the cloud version for your own purposes, and I will show you a few ways that this can become insanely good for your business and it can save you money as you don't have to pay for other tools. So if we go to Retriever, we're going to send this prompt and it's going to help me find different businesses in different cities nearby me. Why? Because I want to see those businesses' websites and I want to offer them a revamped website. And if they don't have a website, I want to offer them a new one. So Retriever is going to help me find those leads. It's going to help me find all the information that I need. So I need the restaurant name, the address, phone number, email address, if they have a website, the URL, average rating, and the review summary. So I want to make sure that I'm finding all the information that I need, no more, no less, but the exact information that I need in order to be able to sell them the best quality website. Then I can go back and sell it with, build it with Lovable, V0 Bolt, or whatever the case is, and sell it to them. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to send this. And by the way, I created this prompt using ChatGPT, which is a great way to build prompts because as long as you provide the context, it has a good idea of what it needs to do. Now, if you look here on the right side, you're going to see that it has its own cloud browser. It opened the browser and now it's going to start looking for exactly what we're asking for. You can see it working. You can see it going through the steps by step, trying to find exactly what we're asking Nick to do. While it's doing that, I'm going to open another because I want to show you a few things that you want to take into consideration as you are using Retriever in the cloud. First of all, you can provide sheets. So if I open Google Sheet, I can attach any of my Google Sheets that I'm working on and use that as a starting point. So if I want to enrich data for customers or for businesses, I can include that data there and I can ask Retriever to start enriching the data and I can specify exactly what data I wanted to find online to enrich that data. I can do the same thing with URLs, or I can upload files and take that into consideration as a context for it to be able to execute the steps that you want it to execute. If you go down here, you have 3 different models. The flashlight, of course, is the most economical. It costs less tokens for you to use, but is the less capable. The Flash is more balanced, and the Pro is the most capable of all. It can do a lot of things. Now for process, if you want to use a custom process, you can. I personally would recommend you to use a residential process, not commercial process, because websites recognize residential process as legit traffic. So it allows you to not to get blocked and allow Retriever to complete the task. As an additional option, if you're using the Chrome extension, you can use your Chrome browser as your proxy on Mac, and that allows you to save some money by not having to pay additional money for proxies. And lastly, tools, you can use MCP servers to be able to give superpowers to Retriever. That's outside the scope of this video. We might record a video later on. If that's something that you're interested, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will take that into consideration for future videos. And once you have added all your settings, you enter your prompt and you send it, and that's where we are at right now. Right now it's at 50%. There is one more thing that I want to talk to you about while we're doing this, and that is that Retriever comes with an API that you can use in your own projects. So, an idea, I would encourage you to explore Retriever API, because if you're building an app on Lovable, V0, Bolt, Cursor, Replit agents, code, anti-gravity, or any of the other AI coding tools, you can use the Retriever API to add scraping, automation, or anything else that Retriever does to your project by using their API. Of course, you're going to have to pay for the calls, and of course, it's going to cost you some money, but you can add features that you will otherwise not be able to add, or they will be too complicated for you to add to your project otherwise. And after a little bit of time, we actually got back all the results that we needed, and we got 20 different restaurants in the Central Texas area, some in San Antonio, some in Killeen. So we got quite a few restaurants that we can reach out. There are some that don't have websites. There are some that have Facebook, some that have older online website. So definitely some potential here. There are some that have really low average rating. So perhaps we can sell them on the idea of a system that allow them to start getting ratings from different customers. So we got quite a few opportunities here in just about 20 restaurants that we were able to collect from Retriever. Now, my question to you is, how would you use such of an AI agent? What kind of things comes to mind? Please let me know down in the comments below. I'm always curious to see your use cases, to understand a little bit better what you're trying to do and how you're using some of these tools. Definitely the community appreciate when you share those. So please let me know down in the comments below. I would like to know how are you planning on using it. But with that, there's one more way that I would like to mention that you can use Retriever, and that is by messaging WhatsApp. I haven't tested it yet, so I cannot say that it's easy or hard to use, but basically you enter your WhatsApp phone number and they send you a code based on documentation that you read, and you can test back and forth with Retriever. Like I said, I haven't used it. I cannot test to that, but it is a way that I found out that you can use Retriever, which is pretty cool. I mean, just imagine being able to message your agent just like you would message your friends. I think that's a really cool way to execute different workflows, especially if you're on the go and you're trying to figure out things that you want to do, because when you're out on a walk or when you are out and about, that's when some ideas will come on, and that's a great way for you to actually go and message your agent and get things done so you don't lose your inspiration. With that being said, I really appreciate you taking your time and watching this whole video. If you are here now, it's because perhaps you found something interesting in this video, and if that's the case, please consider liking this video, subscribe to my channel. I release videos like this at least once a week, sometimes more often than that, sometimes a little bit often, but I release videos like this constantly, and I would love to have you as part of my family of hustlers that we're trying to use AI to change the world. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.